Hi tribe, it's Friday and today it's Finish Friday. We're going to go through some of our raw metal finishes, not just aluminum, but raw metal finishes across our different platforms. So we have aluminum, we have titanium, and we have brass. Copper we only do in our fresh finish, so there's only one option there, so you don't really have to worry about picking the correct choice. And since our brass option is dropping this evening, I'm going to start with those first. So this is our new gunstock texture on our brass. This is the fresh finish. My son went back behind the clouds here for a moment, but this is a very bright, shiny brass finish. Here it comes again. So you can see this is very reflective, very bright. So if you're going to be out here in the sunshine like I am, you may want your sunglasses for this option. But this is right out of manufacturing. It's going to be buffed on the wheel to remove any kind of sharpness along the edges. Take that texture just down a nip so it doesn't get really grippy on you. But other than that, this comes straight from production. This is a new option finish that we're going to be offering this time around. This is going to be our stoned brass option. So this is going to be a blasted finish, and then we're going to stone wash it. So as you can see, it's definitely going to have a little bit of a more muted brass look to it. But with the tumbling, it brings back the shine to those edges. So I think this is going to be a little bit better of an in-between from what we used to have, which was just our In the Buff, which was a very matte brass finish, to this finish, which has got that stone washing as well, which really kind of, like I said, kind of gets that happy medium between the really, really bright fresh and a really, really muted In the Buff, but gives you that shine back with the stoning. So I think this is going to be an option that you guys might really favor for those that maybe don't quite like this very bright, shiny brass option. All right, next we're going to talk about our aluminum. This is the one that catches most people up. So this is our stoned aluminum here on the left, and this is our In the Buff aluminum on the right. Now again, this is a raw metal finish, no coatings, no polishes or anything on our aluminum. This is our stone, so this is going to come straight out of manufacturing. We do put it through our tumblers. However, the special compound we use allows it to still keep this beautiful raw aluminum shiny look to it. So this is our stoned aluminum finish, okay, bright and shiny. These are the same textures as well. So this is our OG1. Get that to focus a little bit. There you go. So that's our OG1, and this is our In the Buff texture. So you can see it's going to have a much matter finish. The sun's nice and bright right now. It's not behind the clouds, so you can see just a little bit of shine on the edges of that texture where they're hand buffed to bring back that shine. But overall, this is going to be a much matter finish to your aluminum, as you can see between the two. Okay. And then lastly is our titanium finishes. So this, as the sun comes out, this is our fresh finish. Again, very bright, very shiny. This comes straight out of manufacturing. Again, no tumbling, no blasting, slight buffing around the edges to make sure that there's no burrs. Make sure that they're getting a nice smooth texture around the edges. Okay, so this is our fresh finish. This is a great finish if you're looking to do any DIY anodization or any other additional finishing work on your scales. This is a perfect foundation for that. Next is pretty standard. This is our stoned option. Pretty much just a standard stone wash, nothing too crazily fancy or odd about it. And then lastly, this is our blasted finish. So as you can see, much more muted, much darker. We do use an oil spray that is put on these before they are shipped. That kind of helps keep the fingerprints at bay. However, over time, you are going to leave your imprint on this finish because the blasting kind of opens up that titanium metal to allow those oils to be received. So the oils from your hand over time are going to leave a mark on this, and you're going to know that you've carried this because it's going to have that imprint on from your hands. Okay, So those are our different textures, different finishes for our different items. So again, real quick, brass fresh, brass stone washed. Let's see if I can get this to focus in a little better. Stoned aluminum, in the buff aluminum. Blasted titanium, stone washed titanium, fresh titanium. All right. So again, if you guys have any questions, always feel free to reach out to your customer service team here at OG. We'll be more than glad to help you. Because sometimes we know that our options can be a little overwhelming and confusing. But maybe let us know below which is your favorite finish. Maybe it's the new stone washed brass that's going to be a new option coming this evening. Or maybe it's an old favorite like our stoned titanium, or even our in the buff aluminum. All right. Well, I appreciate you guys. Have a great weekend. Hope you guys get to come get some Leprechaun goods in our brass and copper event this weekend. It starts at 5 p.m. tonight. So all of our items, there are a few pieces that will not be included due to either thickness concerns or other reasons. But most of our items will be available this evening, starting tonight through St. Patrick's Day, in brass and copper. So if you prefer those want a heavy carry, because these are hefty scales, they're full weight. They are milled out for the liners in like an 80-20, an 80-10. They're going to be a full weight linerless scale. So they are going to add some heft to your carry. These are not Beach Short approved. But if you are a fan of those precious metals, this is your chance. This only comes around once, possibly twice a year, because sometimes we do some brass around our Christmas event. But this is our big annual brass and copper option. So make sure you hop on our website, see if there's anything you like, and we'll be glad and would love to make that go for your pocket. Thanks, guys. Have a great weekend. Bye.